Um, Welcome to the fourth lesson. Now, in the fourth lesson, we are looking at something known, we are still on program design tools. Specifically, today we are looking at the pseudocode. So, what is pseudocode? So, pseudo means false. So, this means false code. The definition: a pseudocode is a way of writing algorithms using structured, plain English statements that resemble programming logic. It is used to design and plan programs before actual coding. The characteristics of pseudocode: it uses simple English like syntax, does not follow strict programming rules, uses keywords such as start, input, output, if, then, else, loop, end. Use in uppercase as a convention. A convention simply means that it's not like a strict rule, but it's like a tradition or a standard. So the common notation, so the keywords, the action. So the start of execution, we use the keyword start. Then to stop execution, we use the keyword stop. I did not include it here, but just have it at the back of your mind. Then for input, we use read, get, and input. For example, read user age. Output, we use print, show, display. You can also use the word output, e.g. print sum. Calculation or computation, we use compute or set, e.g. set total to price and tax. Selection, if, then you must end with end if, then else, if age, then and so on. For iteration, we use for, then you must end the loop for the iteration while, and while repeat and repeat. For example, while balance is greater than 0, set amount withdrawable to balance, and while end of execution, I think I included here, is stop. So exercises, for example, now when using start, you should use stop, not end. Begin is end. So example, exercise 1, write a pseudocode to sum two numbers. So in this case, now it's in writing pseudocode, there's a lot of emphasis on the commands, which should be capitalized, uppercase. Then another emphasis is on indentation. Okay, so the spacing. So the spacing must capture the blocks. So start, input number 1, input number 2. Now, when you use input, you are prompting the user, you are capturing the input from the user. But if you as the programmer, you'll be providing the values, then you use the word read. So read num1, read num2 will simply mean you are reading the values. But if you are getting the values from the user, prompting the user, then you use input or scan. Then sum is assigned num1 plus num2, output sum or print sum, then end. Now we have here more examples. Write a pseudocode for finding the largest number. So start. Now we should be having here stop is not here. Oh, so there is end, but we prefer stop. Start, stop, begin, end. So then there is the indentation, input num1, num2. If num1 greater than num2, then output num1 is the largest, else output num2 is the largest, and if end. Now, in this pseudocode, it will only work if both numbers are different. But in the scenario where we have two numbers equal, then our pseudocode will not work. So it's important that you keep that one in mind or you improve on it. So I'll be able to go back slowly so that you can have a better look of the pseudocode. Now that you have had a better look of the pseudocode, you can also pause on your side so that you can be able to have a better look of the pseudocode.